A study by the Retired Insured Institute of Boston has shown a steady rise in the use of annuities among financial advisors. Here to talk about the reason for this growth is David Nicholas of Nicholas Wealth Management in Atlanta, Georgia. David, it is a great pleasure. Welcome.
Thank you, Scott. It's good to be here.
So, according to this study, it says nearly 60% of financial advisors surveyed say their clients have annuities in their portfolio. Why do you think annuities are so important to a person's portfolio these days?
Yeah, it's funny. I'm surprised it's only 60%. But yeah, annuities are very valuable. Are they right in every situation? No. But over the last decade, retirees have really started to see the advantages of investing at least a portion of their retirement portfolio in accounts that have guarantees. So, one thing I've noticed in my practice is baby boomers, seniors, most of these folks that I sit down with, they all have a need for safety and guarantees in their portfolio. And really, annuities right now are the best way to get you guarantees on your principal and still get a reasonable rate of return.
Okay, and with the low interest rate environment, in mind, are really safety and guarantees the only reason why somebody should buy an annuity?
Well, no, it's not the only reason. Protecting assets, whether you're close to retirement or in retirement, are typically going to be your most important goal. So preserving your assets that you have. But, there's quite a few different reasons why you would look at an annuity. I'd say probably one outside of protecting principal, the number one, item that folks are looking for is really lifetime income. So you can get a lifetime income on these accounts that will guarantee you an income for the rest of your life. A lot of clients I sit down with are interested in wealth transfer. So you may be looking to pass assets off to beneficiaries, or really, you could be rate shopping. You just want to do better than the rates that are out there. It's, have you been to a bank lately? I think the national average is 0.75% right now for a one-year CD. So not looking good out there.
So the study also showed that 50% of investors stated that their biggest fear was outliving their income, which is becoming, more and more possible as people live longer. What can annuities do to alleviate that fear?
Yeah, so you're starting to hear this a lot more, which is guaranteed income. And I ask clients when I sit down with, what's your number one fear financially? And I'll tell you, overwhelmingly, just like it says here, the answer to that is running out of money or outliving my money. So, when it comes to annuities, one of the features that you can have on it is basically you can annuitize the contract, which basically means, you've got this agreement between the client, the contract holder, and the insurance company, and it'll pay out to them a fixed or an income over a fixed period of time for the rest of their life. So that's one way you can do it. You can annuitize it. The second way is to have on what's called a type of rider called a lifetime income rider. And essentially what that does is in the growth phase, the best ones will pay a guaranteed interest rate. And then when you're ready to turn on that income, it's like turning on a faucet. You can get that income paid out to you every month if you want for the rest of your life.
Finally here, in one sense for investors, stock market volatility can be a good thing because people will often say that's a great chance to make money. But for somebody who's getting near retirement, it may not be the best thing. So talk about how that would, play with the increased use of annuities.
Right, so volatility has been a big thing here recently. We've seen big, huge swings in the markets. If you're in retirement or nearing retirement, you really can't afford to lose money. And why? Simply because you just don't have the time to make it up. With interest rates as low as they are, traditional, what are looked at as safe alternatives, CDs, bonds, unfortunately, the rate of return right now, it's not great enough to keep up with inflation. So it's important, you've got to keep up with inflation. So, what I do for my clients, guys, is just to make sure that their principal is protected from unforeseeable moves in market downturns, that they get a reasonable rate of return. If it's right for them, get them an income that they can't outlive throughout retirement.
My guest has been David Nicholas. You can find him at Nicholas Wealth Management in Atlanta, Georgia. David, a great pleasure. Again, thank you so much.
Thanks, Scott.
I'm Scott Drake. You're watching Annuity News Now.